Welcome back to Lago Tropicana, everyone, and today with a very focused episode while I see an otter almost escape. How the heck did this even happen? Wait a sec. How did you just, what the heck? This is a beautiful intro to today's episode. I have no idea why the hell you are even able to escape over here. We are going to check this real quick. Let's have a little look. Oh yeah. Well, I have no clue how this happened all of a sudden, but that shouldn't be too much of an issue. Let's quickly fix this, because this should be a very focused episode. Alright, fixed it. As you can see over here, no more escapees. We've got also a baby otter. Anyways, today's episode is going to be, as I said, very focused. We are going to build a Pygmy Hippo habitat. This is going to be placed over here because we need to branch out in this direction, and I found this spot here very good for it. I have a very specific idea, so we are going to start without further ado. Just a little reminder, last time we made this wonderful garden with the lark gibbons, climbing on top of everything else, where we have the Aldabra tortoises, as you can see, with a lot of babies already, with a lot of butterflies roaming around, the peacocks. Everyone has gotten babies. It's a hot mess over here, and the reason why I want to start something new now is basically to get the people over into this area, because, well, actually we have to make it less troubled over there and less crowded. So without further ado, let's jump into the time lapse, and I'm gonna do a little bit of a voice over there as well. Not too long, but we are seeing each other then in the real-time part after the time lapse. Alrighty, so here we go. This is going to be the time lapse. As I said, I'm not going to be with you for the whole time. I'm going to put some lovely music in, simply because I am a little bit in time trouble at the moment. Loads of stuff to do. I'm on a live stream tonight. More about that later in today's video if you want to hear that. But I thought, let me just quickly give you a rundown of the idea of this habitat, because this idea just came while I was having a shower. That was, sometimes this just happened. And I knew that I wanted to have the Pygmy Hippo in here, but I didn't really quite know. I first of all wanted to do a house, but then I figured, this is Lago Tropicana. It's pretty hot, it's pretty humid, so it's basically the perfect temperature for them anyways. So I was like, okay, well, actually, let's do this like a little bit of an outside area. And then I was like, I want to have like a little plaza in which we have the habitat raised around it a little bit, simply because we do have the big advantage that these animals don't actually dive. So the game does not need to figure out the 2 meters, 3 meters, 4 meters depths, blah, blah, blah. It doesn't matter. What they do is they basically walk underwater. So you have to grant them walkable area, or like traversable area below the surface of the water, which makes the whole thing a lot more easy, because you can make the water pretty shallow and make this look super cool and tropical, which I think worked out pretty well. If you've seen that on the thumbnail, that is something I wanted to do. And it was also a little bit of a test for what I'm going to do in today's live stream. So like a little bit of a spoiler here, if you want to have a bit of tropical builds and stuff, way more intricate and way more detailed than what you see in today's franchise, you better tune in tonight. Anyhows, the main idea was that I wanted to have a two-sided habitat. So one is the bigger one side, in which they have a bit of traversable area for land space and a couple of things where the keeper can get to them. And then we do have a bridge crossing over to the other side of the segment, in which they can have like a bigger water volume in which they can walk around if they fancy doing so, while the guest can have a little look at both sides and be close to the animals while they walk through the water. I faced a couple of issues that I have not included all into the time-lapse, because that would have been a bit more boring, I guess. But just to name a few, the land space required for them plus the walkable area in the water is, again, relatively complicated, because it's quite a lot, and I wanted to still make this habitat feel and look rather small and cozy. So I, used the space to the right and left and just branched out the habitat a little. And as you can figure, stones and traversable area is always a little bit of a problem, so that was a little bit of trial and error here. But other than that, it just turned out all rather beautiful. So hope you're gonna enjoy the last couple minutes of the time lapse. Well, it's actually 5 minutes now left, so enjoy that, and I talk to you again in the real-time part at the end of the video. So enjoy that one. Real quick, the real-time part. This is the finished result, as you can see. Couple of little things have to be done. It's already evening, so I'm just going to quickly pause the game. You can see this is the final result. We are quite nice when it comes to the traversable area. That was a little bit of an issue, but at the end, I kind of maintained a good area. As you can see, it is actually enough. We just need to do a bit of shelter thingy, which I'm going to put in somewhere, I guess. A bit of shelter should be possible. But yeah, overall, I'm very happy with how it looked. Like, if we are going to go into the explore mode, you can see this area feels exactly like I wanted it. And yeah, the entrance is not really done fully quite yet, but it already looks quite okay. So if we're here, we can have a little glimpse in here already. They do go in, which is kind of nice. And you also have a little peekaboo here, which also needs a couple of plants. But yeah, other than that, we are getting greeted by this wonderful plaza in the center, and I'm a big fan of it. I really like how they move. I really like the fact that they have enough space now. So hopefully they're gonna get a baby at some point. Not sure if they maybe have made it already. I tested a couple things. No, I did. They haven't yet. But we could also get another individual in here, so there would be one more for the social group. But for the moment, I'm quite happy with how it is. Anyways, if you guys want to see me live tonight, I'm going to stream on Twitch again. Not this wonderful zoo, but we are going to keep on building on the realistic habitat. I'm not going to say which animal it is for, because that should be a surprise for most of you. We have decided in the last stream which it's gonna be. It's rather tricky because there are not really that much animals like examples in the real world. In fact, there are only 2 zoos in the world that have this animal, or is it even 1? I couldn't figure out entirely, but one for sure, but not sure if it's 2. So very exciting, because with that little reference, we have to do the best we can. And Omi last time did actually give me a couple of hints. So yeah, if you want to be there, make sure to tune in around 9-ish p.m. Central European summertime. That would be lovely. And if not, and you still want to be informed about all the stuff that's coming on the channel, make sure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. That's that. Enjoy your day, and hopefully see you later in the live stream. Until then, goodbye.